Welcome to The Score, the free epicenter of local high school sports. We've got it all, so don't miss out. Brace yourself for fierce competition, highlights, and unforgettable moments. All brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Also brought to you by Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good evening. Welcome to Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby College in Waterville, where tonight on The Score, we bring you live coverage of Class B North Hockey as the Messalonskee Eagles take on the WGW Tigers. I'm Mike Violet. He's AJ Knight, Ryan Bell, and Sean Packard here working behind the scenes for this one here tonight. When last we saw the Messalonskee Eagles just a few nights ago down at the Coliseum in Lewiston, they came out, had a strong first period, led 1-0 at the end of one against Class A Lewiston. And then Lewiston took over 4-1. So Messalonskee with its first loss of the season. Meanwhile, the WGW Tigers, well, it's been a tough year so far. They're coming off an 8-3 loss Monday night to Lake Region. Have not won a game yet this year.
Yeah, it team's struggling to score. Only 8 goals scored in totality on the season, and so they're looking for offense. And one of the things, obviously, we had this pairing matched up very early in our winter season. And talking to the coaching staff, then they talked specifically, I think one of the first points they made, just a real skinny roster, expected to be skinny again next season, but they are hopeful. They feel like with the feeder programs, the roster really ought to balloon here in about 2 years. Yeah,
Messalonskee has no such problem. As I turn here and grab their roster, they've got a ton of kids out. We mentioned this on Wednesday night in the Lewiston Messo game. Those two programs with all kinds of players out for hockey, and so the Eagles don't have that problem. Messalonskee's lineup bolstered tonight by the return of Garrett Card.
That's a big one.
And also from Colby Hardy, who were out the other night. Card was a little bit banged up, and Hardy had the flu. They're both back and ready to go. So that spells even more trouble for this WGW Tiger team. But early on, when we saw them lose to Messalonskee 14-1 at the Ice Vault, some injury, some sickness, and they really didn't have the full complement of players. They do have Aiden Parody in goal, and Parody is a solid goaltender, so they have that foundation to build on. It didn't make much of a difference the night that they played Messalonskee, but he is a very, very solid goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, I mean, I dare most goalies, even at the NHL quality, I think if you face 47-5 shot deficit, probably going to have a rough night no matter how good you are between the pipes.
Messalonskee averaging 6 goals a game this year, giving up just 1.5 goals per game this year as a team, and Hunter Halley with a 1.41 goals against average so far this year. As we look at some of the numbers for Messalonskee that you see right there, the Eagles have solid goaltending as well. And when it comes to offense, as I said, Messo scoring 6 goals a game, giving up just about 1.5. And while certainly WGW has had some problems scoring, as we look at the Owen Kirk numbers, and Kirk with 10 goals, 8 assists on the year. He's got 18 points. He is the leading scorer overall for Messalonskee. And certainly the goal scoring for WGW has been a problem this year. They've only scored an average of 2 goals per game, but they're giving up 9 goals a game. And obviously, you're never going to win a game when you're giving up 9 goals a game. So you got to tighten things up defensively. And, of course, the other key, as it always is for anyone, but particularly for an underdog like the Tigers, stay out of the box.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's for anybody, and it's ironic because for WGW kind of undermanned 100% because Messalonskee, that's one of the things that did them in against Lewiston. Like you said, they were up 1-0 after 1. They take 8 penalties combined in the second and third periods and only managed 1 shot on goal, in large part because they took 5 straight whistles in the second period, allowed Lewiston to take a 2-1 lead in the final period and then seal it up 4-1. But, yeah, when you're undermanned, last thing you want to do is give the other team offensive opportunity. The other thing is possession, because I think for the first 2 periods in that WGW game, the first time we had him with Messalonskee, I don't know that they made it past mid-ice more than not even half a dozen times.
Right. Messalonskee, aside from averaging 6 goals a game, is averaging 1.6 goals per game on the power play. So they are deadly when they have the man advantage. So even more so to absolutely emphasize, all right, it's fair and square if they beat us because they're better physically.
Right.
Or even if we make a mental mistake or our goalkeeper lets in a bad goal. But if we take penalties and give them a man advantage, we are doomed.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing, right, is on the other side, that's sort of where the phrase kind of carried over from spring and fall season, but you talked about in the Lewiston game, you didn't think Hunter Halley was going to need a 5-hour energy drink that night, and he didn't against Lewiston, and he faced 2 shots. 2 shots on goal the first time these 2 teams met. Both goalies got sat in the third period because it was, I think, 10-1 at that point.
Right.
Or 10-1, 10-0, and so possession. If you can grind it down and really limit offensive possessions for Messalonskee, you'll take it.
What is the legal term? Possession is 9/10 of the law. Yeah. Well, it's the law in hockey that when you have possession of the puck, you have a better chance to win. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Central Maine Community College in Auburn, with over 40 academic degrees and programs to choose from. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Opening face-off, Messalonskee, WGW. It's coming up next from Colby on The Score.
I came for a visit, and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and, just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome to Sparkling Ice. All right, team, another fruitful day at Sparkling Ice. Orange mango, how's it looking? Big and orange. Poetry. Vitamins and antioxidants, talk to me. Hi. Good talk. Strawberry lemonade, how is it flowing?
We have achieved Class 5 flavor rapids.
Love it. Bottle it. Sparkling Ice, anything but subtle.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan. When it comes to your family's winter safety, 201 Tire Battery and Service and Nokian Tires has your back with a Hakkapeliitta R5. These Nokians are pure safety, offering comfort plus increased range for electric vehicles and hybrids. Get your Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust, Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Your safety team is Nokian Tires and 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen today. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back at Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby, ready to go. Messalonskee and WGW. The Eagles will start Owen Kirk at center. Tyler Hansen on one side, Andrew Beckwith on the other side. Defensively, it is Grayson Pody and Denny Martin, and Hunter Halley will start in goal tonight for the Messalonskee Eagles. For the WGW Tigers, Gavin White will start at center. Austin Gould on one side. Peyton Young is on the other side. Landon Getchell. Chris Wastella playing defense, and a change in goal. Parity not playing in this one. It's Noah Robertson, the sophomore, who's a lefty for what it's worth. He's down to our right in the black. Hunter Halley down to our left in the white. And we are ready to go. It's high school hockey tonight on the place for local sports. The Score. And on the draw It is White and Kirk. Each team coming off a loss. Messalonskee lost to Lewiston 4-1 Wednesday night in a game you saw and heard on the score. It's available in the vault right now, also at Central Maine Sports on YouTube. And WGW lost to Lake Region 8-3. Face-off won by WGW. It's tapped up to center ice, and immediately it ends up on the WGW bench. They'll do it all over again as it was flipped up by Getchell. So here we go with yet another face-off. 6 seconds in at center ice. It goes back to Getchell again. Up to the red line. Pody clears it up and in. Beckwith kicks it in. And back deep down low, Wastella. Wastella. Back it goes from Kirk to the left point. Martin's shot is blocked, and breaking it out is Austin Gould. Gould with a shot. It's deflected wide by Pody. Comes off the dasher, and Pody picks it and tries to start the rush. He got turned back there by Peyton Young. Pody behind the net. Pass in the middle, too far ahead of Tyler Hansen, wrapped back in the zone by Chris Wastella. Wastella, a terrific player for WGW in black. He's from Waterville. 6 players from Waterville, 3 from Winslow. The rest on the squad are from Gardner. Brett Lambert over on the other side. It's back around by Lamoureux. Now off the dasher. It is scooped up by Chris Wastella. Can't clear. And Messalonskee with some pressure, a bump on the boards there on Colby Hardy back in the lineup after being ill, and breaking out now is Austin Gould. Gould with a shot, check that. That's Donnie Gurney, who's probably the fastest player on the ice. And Donnie Gurney on his off wing fires one, and it's easily saved there by Halley. And we have our first shot on goal of the game. Faceoff will be to the right of Halley. 13:40 to go in the first. No score. Doucette on the faceoff and a clean win for Tatum. Back to Pody. Pody around the dasher to Hardy. It's picked off by Gurney and fired back in. Messalonskee will try it again, forechecking, and finally McFadden able to get it out, but steering it right back in is Remington Lamoureux.
I really thought Messalonskee was going to come out with some more fire after that Lewiston game, but just kind of aren't sharp.
Yeah, kind of flat so far.
Yeah.
McFadden can't clear it out. And Pody back at the top of the circle, got turned back by Gurney, goes to the left wing side to Hardy. Hardy up off the skates of Doucette, who was changing. And so he couldn't touch the puck. He didn't know it was coming anyway. And Pody, who seemingly has been out there for all 2 minutes and 10 seconds that have been played so far, has it and tries it up the left side through the face-off circle to the blue line to the red line. Tries to avoid a Landon Getchell check. Now back on the stick of Salvadori. Salvadori over to Pody. Couldn't handle it. Goes to the left wing corner. Pody, a turnaround shot. That hit the side of the net there. That had Robertson beat. It hit the side of the net. Pody, top of the circle. A wrister and a save by Robertson, and Robertson hangs on. So a little bit of flash there by Messalonskee. 12:25 to go in the first. No score. And WGW will change up. On the draw here, it's Gavin White. One back to Martin left point. Martin backhands it around the boards to the corner. Pops out to Logan Barron. Barron, nice pass off the dasher, but unable to get to the boards there to pin it. Was Martin, and Martin has to retreat. Martin over to Bjorn Brickett. Brickett up the left side. It's Logan Barron. Barron, nice stop. He literally faked Lambert down to his knees. Lambert lost an edge, and it's cleared out, though, by WGW as Young fires it all the way down. This will be icing. After the game, we'll select our score player of the game, and, of course, on our social media platforms, you will be able to see who that is and see highlights of said score player of the game. For instance, last night, our score of the game was Braden Roderick of the Winslow Black Raiders. You can go to our YouTube page at Central Maine Sports or centralmainesports.com to see it. Off a rebound and a score by Owen Kirk. That one popped right back to Kirk in the slot, and he buried it. So Owen Kirk tallies goal number 11 on the year, and Messalonskee leads it 1-0. That comes 3:09 into the first period. And we'll wait for John Del Judas with the announcement on the assist. As a whistle is blown, that ends up on the WGW bench. So Kirk, an even strength goal on a wrist shot at 3:09. And it's 1-0 Messalonskee. Messalonskee put 14 on the board last time these two teams played. Wastella flips it up to center, knocked down by Grady Tibbetts. Tibbetts fires it in. It goes behind Robertson. First on it there is Getchell. Getchell up the boards. Martin will keep it in left point. Martin down low for Beckwith, goes by him. Now Wastella, the captain of this WGW team, and a really good player. Wastella is a senior, again from Waterville. Out in front, and Beckwith poked at it. It goes wide. Messalonskee takes the opportunity with the pressure here to get a change, and right at the side of the net there, it's covered up by Robertson for a faceoff with 11:11 left in the first, and it is 1-0 Messalonskee. Face-off to the right of Noah Robertson, who is a sophomore from Waterville. Off the draw, Card. Back in the lineup, Card, face-off circle, stick handles, and his shot high and wide. He didn't get what he wanted on that. Back to the right point, Pody. Pody, a wrist shot and a screen. Robertson there, though, to make the save. The screen in front from Hardy, but Robertson saw it and made the stop. The WGW Tigers with the black jerseys with orange and purple to recognize Waterville and Winslow. Doucette wins the draw. To McFadden, glove save, Robertson, no rebound. And Robertson looks pretty sturdy, taking over for Aiden Parody in goal. Face-off will be to his left. Doucette on the draw. It is one clean. Goes over to Austin Gould. Gould laid it up. And here is Gavin White. White at center. Goes wide. White goes around McFadden. Goes low. Centers it. Nobody there except Garrett Card. And Card with a headman pass left side to Hardy. Hardy knocks it in the zone. Blows right by Lambert. Hardy down low. Going for it with Asher Nagy. And he beats him to it. Centering pass. Doucette tries to knock that puck down. It's backhanded out, but not out. Pody with a shot that's deflected to the boards off the shin guards there of Nagy. Behind the nets, Doucette back to the left point. Fed back now to Pody. Pody with a wrister in a screen looking for a deflection. It deflected wide. He'll try it again at the right point. Off the pad of Robertson. All the pressure here by Messalonskee. Martin gets it back, top of the circle, sideboards, a firing shot goes wide. It's Pody now, right point, a ton of pressure here by Messo. They are buzzing in the offensive zone. Card keeps it alive. Pody jumps up to try to pinch it in, he can't. And a change coming here for Messalonskee. They'll change their front line as Martin goes back to retrieve the puck. Martin pass up the right side, too far ahead of Salvadori. Trying to get it ahead, though, was Alex Beckwith. Now it's picked off at center by Lamoureux. Left it there. And over the line now, Gavin White. White top of the circle, shot wide. And actually, Halley stuck his pad out and smothered it and then let it go. And then it's iced by Messalonskee. Their defense pairing had not been able to get out for a change, so they do now. Martin and Bjorn Brickett will change, and Pody will come back out for the Eagles as well. Faceoff will be to the right of Hunter Halley. 1-0 Messalonskee. Off the faceoff, it's won by Christian Salvadori. Back to Pody. Pody behind his net. Now starts it up through the faceoff circle. Pass at center. On the tape there of Salvadori. Left wing side, Barron. Barron goes in. Save Robertson. And the rebound skated off by Landon Getchell. Barron with it again, though. Barron side of the circle. Barron goes down low. Left it there for Salvadori. Salvadori trying to pop it over to Alex Beckwith. Goes back to Salvadori. Side of the circle now in the offensive zone. Sets up back to Pody. Pody back to Salvadori. Salvadori skates to the faceoff dot. Fires, and it's blocked in front. It is still loose. It's knocked around the other side. Over there to get it is Getchell. And now it's scooped up by Wastella. Wastella clears it out to Donnie Gurney. Gurney one-on-one. Gurney goes to the backhand. Gurney can't get a shot off. Pretty good defense there by Pody as he and Gurney go at it, a pair of 16s, and the puck dribbles out to center, swept up by Asher Nagy. Now it comes back to Nagy in the WGW zone. Both teams will partially change on the fly. Nagy up the left wing side for Gavin White. White at center, pass in back of Lamoureux. A couple of players go down at center. Puck is knocked into the Messalonskee zone, and Pody. Neither team really skating. Up the right side to Tyler Hansen. Hansen makes his move. Hansen over the line by Young, top of the circle. On his off wing, goes in front, saved by Robertson. He held the short side. Good save. Kirk with a rebound. His shot was blocked by Robertson, and now it's cleared out by Lambert. No, he can't get it out. It's kept in by Kirk. Kirk down low behind the net. It's Beckwith in front. A shot fanned on. Then there was a shot poked up by Kirk, and Robertson made the stop. They are buzzing around Noah Robertson.
Messalonskee's done a nice job here in this last part, the middle part of this first period of sustaining some pressure. Robertson just doing a nice job with withstanding it.
He's played well. It's Kirk on the faceoff here with Don Gurney. Faceoff. Back to the left point. Retrieving it there is Kirk. Kirk with a shot. It's blocked in front by Landon Getchell. And now it's cleared out, skated up by Gurney. Gurney kicks it ahead with his skates. Fires it in the zone. Off the dasher comes to Remington Lamoureux. Can't keep it in the zone. Now Kirk has it at the blue line. Kirk fires it up, looking to hit a streaking Beckwith, but that was broken up by Getchell. Back over the line, Kirk. Kirk, that's in a save by Robertson. And on the doorstep on the rebound was Kirk, but it bounced over his stick. Now trying to get it through center is Lamoureux. Lamoureux went down. Puck collected by Denny Martin. Martin over the line to Card. Possible 2-on-1. Toe drag. In a save, Robertson. Robertson is standing on his head. Still a loose puck in front there for Hardy. And Robertson right now is a stone wall.
Yeah, already 13 saves for Robertson. And because this middle period, Messalonskee's gotten on track.
Robertson takes a little skate after making that save. Just to clear things out a little bit, it'll be Doucette on the draw here with White. It is won by the Tigers, and skating it out is Austin Gould. Dumps it in the zone. Back to get it for Messalonskee is Liam McFadden. McFadden, bottom of the circle, off the dasher out to center, to neutralize anyway. Pegged back in by White. Stopped by Pody. Pody at his own line. Up the left wing side. Good pass collected there by Hardy. Hardy cleared it right in front of the net, but right there to skate it off is Asher Nagy. Now Doucette. A stick handle in front. The shot is blocked. Doucette on it again. Tatum behind the net to Hardy. Hardy. Back to Doucette. Tatum knocks, or is knocked down, that is, trying to clear it out left point. Young kept in by McFadden. Big check at the point by McFadden there on Gavin White, a pair of 22s, and the 22 in Messalonskee. White got the best of that one. That is offside, no doubt about it. As Hardy was in a stride away, he didn't stride too soon. He didn't wait long enough for the puck to get over the line. 5:50 to go first period. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Face off to the right of Hunter Halley. And it is Gurney on the draw here with Christian Salvadori. Won by Salvadori. Martin behind his net. Denny. Pass up the left side to Barron. Barron, headman pass to Salvadori. Holding the line there was Beckwith. Good move. Driving it in front was Christian Salvadori. Couldn't get a shot away. Great job there by Alex Beckwith to drag his skate and not be offside. Messalonskee keeps it in. Martin at the point. A buzzing low wrist shot is kicked out by Robertson. Back to the right point to Brickett. Brickett, all he can do is turn it back deeper in the zone as he was checked on the play. Now trying to backhand it out is Anthony Malcolm. He can't get it out. It rolls right up to Robertson, and Robertson taking no chances tonight. He's going to get a draw anytime he can, and he does.
Well, especially with how many sustained shots Messalonskee's been able to get out of possessions.
So Noah Robertson having a terrific first period. If not for him, it would be far more than 1-0. Faceoff will be to his left. It is Kirk on the draw against Anthony Malcolm. It is won by Messo. Back to Brickett, right point. Over to Martin. Martin looking to tee it up. Couldn't, though. Kind of lost an edge. Got it deep. Hansen behind the net. He and Beckwith trying to cherry pick it out of there. Beckwith does in front right through the crease, and it's still loose there. A shot wide. Somehow Hansen missed the net from about 10 feet to the right of Noah Robertson. Another pass in front to Hansen and a score. He didn't miss that one. And Tyler Hansen scores. And it's 2-0 Messalonskee. Hansen got a second opportunity in the slot and didn't miss it. Time of the goal, 10-10. An even strength goal, a wrist shot. And it's 2-0 Messalonskee. And if not for the solid goaltending of Robertson, the sometimes spectacular goaltending of Robertson, it would be a lot more. So 2-0 Messo on goals by Kirk and Hansen. Wastella back to get the, here's the announcement. All right, this is the first announcement. Brickett got an assist on the first one. 3:09 of the first period. That shot went wide. Here's the second announcement. Andrew Beckwith. And Bjorn Brickett has 2 points. He has 2 assists tonight. Face off to the left of Robertson. 2-0 Messalonskee. Pody at the point slides it up in the skates of Gurney. Gurney cleared, and unfortunately, nope, it's not going to make it. So it's not going to be icing. Back to get it, Liam McFadden. McFadden can't get it out of the zone. Good forecheck there by Remington Lamoureux. Off the dasher, Hardy got it out to Card. Back to Hardy. Hardy over the line, top of the circle, lines it up, and he fanned on it. And Wastella backhands it up the boards, but keeping it in at the point was McFadden. McFadden, though, loses it. Picked up now by White. 3 men up, including Gurney. The shot missing it there was Halley. It's a good thing it was wide because he missed it with the glove hand. That was a potential good rush for WGW. They had 3 men up in black, but never got a shot off on net. Halley attempt to catch it, but he missed it. All right, here's Card. Card pokes it ahead 1-on-3. It's poked back by Wastella. Wastella is a really good player. Lambert back behind his net. Forechecked by Salvadori. Lambert up the left side to Lamoureux. Lamoureux cross ice, burnt Gurney. Gurney open ice. Gurney over the line. Gurney makes his move, ridden off the play, gets back on the puck. A slap shot. Ooh, that ended up being a knuckleball, and a right pad save there by Hunter Halley with 3:10 to go in the first period. Messalonskee up here 2-0. Beckwith stays on sides. Alex Beckwith goes deep. No, he didn't. Or is it icing? Nope, it's icing. So onsides did matter. It's icing, and they'll bring it back and face it off in the Messo zone. We have a double header of basketball on Monday, Martin Luther King's Day from Fairfield. It's Skowhegan at Lawrence. Girls at 5, boys at 6:30, both here on the Score. The joints will be jumping.
Looking forward to that one. 1, because it's a rivalry. 2, because I think both those boys' teams are desperate for a dub.
Yeah, they are. Both struggling for sure. Lead pass over the line now. Here's Logan Barron. Barron, nice pass over, and unable to handle it there was Salvadori. Salvadori on his off wing, pass a little bit behind him, but he could not handle it. Martin at the point, a wrist shot kicked away there by Robertson. Off the dasher, Lambert. Now Barron with it. Now to the top of the circle, it's Salvadori. Back to Martin, lets another one go, hits the post, and bounces away. It hit something, then hit the post, and then bounced away. Gould lays it on, and Halley able to cover it without a rebound and get a face-off here with 2:27 to go in the first period, and Messalonskee on top 2-0.
That's already 2 posts as well for the Eagles.
That's why they call that goalpost the goaltender's best friend.
Goaltender's best friend. Has been tonight. Nottman Robinson has been stellar in this first period.
All right, off the draw, back to the point, Wastella. A deflection, then another deflection. It never got through. Face-off circle. WGW player knocked down. His back was to me, couldn't see a number. Now it's knocked down by Kirk. Kirk 2-on-2 with Beckwith. They couldn't cash in on it. Puck is cleared by WGW. Now Pody is broken up by Gurney. Now McFadden with it. McFadden backhands it in. Messalonskee delayed offside. They touch up. Beckwith on the forecheck, around the boards to Gavin White. Can't keep it or can't get it out of the zone. Pody fired one high and wide, bounced off the stanchion there and goes all the way back in the Meso zone. 1:50 to go. First period, 2-0. Beckwith lets it go in. They need a change. Messalonskee needs a partial change. Back to McFadden. In his own zone, slides it over to Pody. Pody, neutral ice pass, goes up now to Hardy. Hardy couldn't handle it. Wastella, very smooth, cleared it out. Now right back in with it. Doucette saved short side by Robertson. Doucette back with it in the slot to Hardy. That shot went wide. Now it's cleared out finally by Salmon Vigu. And Salmon Vigu got hit, and I believe Martin is going to get called for a cross-check. So we've got our first penalty of the game, as Salmon Vigu was knocked down by Martin, and Martin out for a cross-check. And he goes out at 13:41. So a power play here for WGW with 1:19 to go in the period. It'll be Gavin White on the faceoff. Gurney's going to play the left point on the draw. Late arrival there is Brett Lambert. Faceoff is won by Card and immediately cleared out. All the way down to Robertson. Robertson up to Gurney. Gurney just gave it away at center on a no-look pass. Garrett Card didn't handle it, though. Austin Gould able to knock it in. Pody back in his own zone. Pody off the glass all the way down. Referee had to duck out of the way of that one. Robertson stops it behind the net. So Meso is killed almost 30 seconds already, and Card has the puck. Card with the puck. It goes back deeper. Nagy back to get it. Checked by Card. Great effort there by Garrett Card, one of the Messalonskee captains. And now finally Gurney at center. Gurney with wheels. Gurney over the line, a wrist shot, and Halley made the save, but he lost the rebound, and it was cleared out, though, by Pody, who was turned into one sturdy defenseman for Messalonskee. 25 seconds left in the period. Here's Gurney over the line. Gurney avoids a check by Hansen. Donnie Gurney has a low center of gravity, and he made it even lower by ducking down. That one's cleared out. Here's Kirk, but beating him to it is Robertson.
Heads-up play by Robertson to come out and be aggressive.
Had to there, or Kirk was going to come in all alone on a breakaway. 3 seconds left, and that will run the clock out in the first period. So when play resumes in the second, 41 seconds left on the Martin penalty. So WGW will start the second period on a power play. 2 goals in the first period, both of them by the Messalonskee Eagles, and they will take a 2-0 lead into the locker room for our first period intermission. The score at the end of 1 from Colby's Jack Kelly Rink, the Messalonskee Eagles 2 and the WGW Tigers 0. You're watching and listening to high school hockey on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome to Sparkling Ice. All right, team, another fruitful day at Sparkling Ice. Orange mango, how's it looking? Big and orange. Poetry. Vitamins and antioxidants, talk to me. Hi. Good talk. Strawberry lemonade, how is it flowing?
We have achieved Class 5 flavor rapids.
Love it. Bottle it. Sparkling Ice, anything but subtle.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan. When it comes to your family's winter safety, 201 Tire Battery and Service and Nokian Tires has your back with a Hakkapeliitta R5. These Nokians are pure safety, offering comfort plus increased range for electric vehicles and hybrids. Get your Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust, Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Your safety team is Nokian Tires and 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight and our score crew, Sean Packard and Ryan Bell on the crew here tonight. Back here live at Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby College in Waterville, where between the first and second period, it's brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. And speaking of New Hampshire, shout out to one Peter Violet Jr. watching the game tonight down in Manchester. Says the view looks great from where he is. Says the shot is great. He says, although Ryan Bell could be doing a better job behind the scenes.
That's definitely fair. I don't necessarily disagree. We always like constructive criticism. But, look, let's be honest. These facilities, we were talking about it pregame here as we were waiting, because if there's one thing that's true about hockey in the state of Maine, will it start? Yes, on time? Good luck with that. You've got 15 extra minutes probably.
It never does, and tonight was no exception at all. But I will say this. We have seen Meso and WGW play before, and it's a much better effort tonight by WGW. I think Messalonskee may be a little flat. They didn't skate well at all in the first period. They're a much better skating team than that. But you combine, I think, a better effort by WGW tonight, and Noah Robertson in goal, looking like the real deal there as a sophomore. Robertson from Waterville played really well and had 16 saves on 18 shots in the first period?
Yep, 16 on 18.
So he had a busy period.
Well, yeah, that's an understatement, but also especially when you think about the fact that it'd be one thing, to a certain extent, it'd be one thing if for 15 straight minutes Messalonskee was just pelting with shots, but really kind of came in almost that middle 10-minute flurry almost. Messalonskee seemed like they just sustained possession after possession after possession and would get 2-3 shots on him, and then just at some point the defense gets sucked out. He slides one way, and finally a rebound goes the right way. But, yeah, he's pretty much stood on his head, and unfortunately this is trending towards slightly similar territory the first time these teams got together. Maybe not in score, obviously, but it was a 47-5 shot advantage for the Eagles the first time.
That said, still a better period by WGW. And that said, let's look at the Messalonskee goals in the period. They scored the only two. Oh, we don't have them. That's right. I'm sorry.
Technical
My bad. We had a little technical
Thank
issue.
you.
But it's fixed now. I didn't mean to call attention to that.
Peter Violet will now text you about that as well.
Let me recite them. Is that Ryan Bell's fault or is that your fault? Okay.
It's a technological glitch.
All right. So Owen Kirk scored at 3:09. Let me try to recreate it, okay, from memory, even though I didn't take my Prevagen today. A rebound in front came right back to Hansen. See, that's the second goal. Kirk scored the first goal, even strength goal, a wrist shot. It was from the slot. Bjorn Brickett with the assist. That came at 3:09, made it 1-0 Messalonskee. Goal 2, the Hansen goal, came at 10-10. That was off a rebound of a wrist shot originally fired by Hansen from the slot. It came right back to him. Robertson got the first one, didn't get the second one. The assist to Beckwith and Brickett. Brickett's in on both goals tonight to make it 2-0, and that's the way the first period ended. Shots on goal, 18 for Messalonskee, 4 for WGW. We had one penalty in the period. In fact, it's still on the board and will be for 41 more seconds in the second period. Denny Martin went out for a cross-check at 13:41. So WGW will start it's almost like in football when you defer and you get the ball to start the second half to a point. WGW's got to cash in, though, and they really haven't had any kind of a power play thus far.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you would say the best scoring opportunity out of the first minute 20, basically, of the 2 minutes Martin has already served was probably Kirk almost got a breakaway there on that clear because obviously Messalonskee's the man down. That was probably your closest
and Robertson smartly came out and beat him to the puck on that one. So that's true. The best scoring opportunity on the Messalonskee power play was by the team shorthanded. So they've got to get going. Look, and this is a team that doesn't have a whole lot of firepower, and they don't skate really well. So on the power play, I look at Gurney and Wastella as the guys who have got to force the issue because they're really good, strong skaters, both of them.
Yeah, and I think for WGW as well, just to sustain some possession, even if you don't get a couple of shots and get rebounds, to move the puck around in that zone, to just give Robertson maybe a breather, I think he would appreciate the favor as well.
So I'll give you a history lesson thanks to the nudge by my son. One of the things my son is doing right now, Peter is doing, he's a real history buff, and a history buff on Waterville, and he's been looking up in the Maine State Library archives pictures from the Morning Sentinel's archives that are there. And given that we are brand new Jack Kelly rink here at Colby College, Peter just fished up a picture of the old Alfond Arena. And I believe, Peter, if you'll give me a date on this, I think it was 1969 when we had so much snow that the roof collapsed on the old Alfond Arena, which was over there from where we sit. The roof collapsed. Nobody was in the rink. It was during the middle of the day. I remember it well. Now, I grew up just about half a mile from here. So we were at Alfond all the time, whether it was for public skating, whether it was for Waterville hockey, or whether it was for Colby hockey. And so the roof collapsed. We had a ton of snow that year. It was 69. Thanks, Peter. So my memory is fairly good. 1969. So the roof collapsed, and I remember because my father's company repaired that roof. And it was quite an undertaking, and obviously it was reinforced. But remember when we used to get snow like that? All we do is get rain now. And don't tell me about global warming, Peter. Please don't tell. I don't want to hear it.
No, all I was going to say is now you
put my phone down.
You get to add another historical fact, because in 2023 was when the power went out and the backup power went out and the ice completely melted.
Yeah, it was just 3 weeks ago. This whole place was a puddle.
Yeah.
Literally was a puddle. It's not right now. It's frozen again. It's 2-0 Messalonskee. Our first period intermission brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. 2-love Messo over WGW. Second period action is next on The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Central.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight back here live at Colby's Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby College in Waterville. It is 2-0 in favor of the Messalonskee Eagles as we get ready to roll here in the second period. WGW will start on a power play, 41 seconds remaining on the Denny Martin cross-check penalty. Hunter Halley will defend the goal to our right. Down to our left is Noah Robertson getting the start in goal tonight for WGW. And on the power play for the Tigers, it's Young on one side, Austin Gould on the other side, and at center it's Gavin White, Donnie Gurney, and Chris Wastella playing defense, a fourth forward out there for Casey Johnson. Kirk on the kill with Hanson, Brickett, and Pody. Faceoff goes all the way back in the WGW zone. Gurney takes it away there from the Messalonskee forechecker. Goes out by Pody at the red line. It's, however, picked up by Owen Kirk and fired right back in. So really just time for one more rush if they can even do that. They can't. Hanson steals it in the offensive zone. Gurney tries to get control of it. Now he got it over to Gould, and Gould gets it out to center, but just 10 seconds left on the Martin penalty, and Messalonskee will have a kill.
Well done. Again, and it's just like we said in the first period where they served most of that penalty. Best opportunity really belonged to Messalonskee.
And Martin has been released. So we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. 14:10 to go in the second period. 2-0 Messalonskee off the wall at center ice. Pody dumped it in. Over the line now to Hanson, or check that to Doucette. Oh, a slap shot there by Garrett Card. Got blocked in front. The stick of White got in the way. Pody at the left point. Right-handed shot left point. Down low to Card. Comes back to Pody. Pody flicked it up to Card. Now back to Pody. Left point. Shoots a wrister seen all the way by Robertson. A clean view. You had a good look at that one too based on our shot from Sean Packard. And a face-off called to the right of Noah Robertson. The goals in the first for Messo. First one by Owen Kirk, second one by Tyler Hanson, both even strength goals. It's Doucette and Gurney. Remember they got into it in the last game.
Yeah.
On the draw, slapper from Martin, and he missed. Off the dasher, poking at it, Lamoureux. Lamoureux couldn't get control of it, kept in Doucette. Doucette centers it, nobody home there in White, and it's cleared out of the zone, and skating out is Gould, but back-checking or getting back to his defense position was Brickett. A giveaway to White by Denny Martin. White lost it to Martin. Martin behind his net. Martin bottom of the face-off circle, almost sent Card away. Rolls all the way to Robertson. Robertson clears it up to Wastella. Now Doucette cleared it back into the WGW zone. Nagy, that shouldn't be icing, I don't think, but they're going to call it icing. So they'll bring it back and face it off in the WGW Tiger zone. 13:03 to go left in the second period.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. I thought that actually hit off an Eagles player. So I thought that should be ice. On the other end, I think Martin was trying to quickly get that back up to the red line and just whiffed on it. He's lucky there, though, because WGW couldn't get possession right away.
Face off to the left of Robertson. One by Doucette. Back to Pody. Pody in a screen. That got deflected. Why? It was a high shot. Left point, Liam McFadden cleared it up. It's cleared up by Wastella. Back, though, McFadden at his own line. Steers it up. It's off the boards and icing as McFadden had not gained the red line. He was trying to hit Beckwith, but he hadn't gained the red line, so this will be icing on Messo again. Or, excuse me, this will be icing on Messo this time.
Kind of see Messo starting the second period, same as the first, right? Kind of just flat, just not very sharp.
Well, they came out a little flat Wednesday night in Lewiston, but they picked it up.
Yeah.
And the difference is they're playing WGW tonight and not Lewiston.
And then Lewiston, they just physically took them out of their game in the second and third period.
All right, the draw, won by Salvadori. Up the boards to Alex Beckwith. Beckwith to Salvadori. Salvadori to Barron. Barron over the line to the middle. Nice move there by Logan Barron and a glove save by Robertson. That was a nice little move there by Logan Barron. He's turned into a pretty dependable player for Messalonskee. From the far wall, Pody with a shot that was deflected wide from a deep angle. Now at center ice, over skating it for WGW, White. And McFadden laid it back to his partner, Pody. Pody at his own line. Pody a lead pass in the middle now for Salvadori. Salvadori to Logan Barron. Another bid by the Baron and a save there by Robertson.
That was a really nice take there. Barron, unfortunately, I think took a split second too long. You want to get that one quick before Robertson can slide over, and instead he's able to body it up.
If Messo were wearing all red uniforms, I could call him the Red Baron. Huh?
I like it. I'm into
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, well, you're going to be excited because we're going back to Fairfield on Monday, so you get to say Brandon Swatson again.
That's right. And I can swig some black raspberry sparkling ice with my friend Maddie Provost.
That's true.
Who had 37 points last night.
And then somehow made her way out to Winslow.
She showed up at Winslow, yeah. It was a night of stars. You were there and Maddie Provost was there.
I mean, yeah.
Unbelievable in the same building. That was incredible. All right, pressure here by Messalonskee. Off the dasher, picked up by Beckwith. You just getting it now? Beckwith down low, centers. Nobody home there in White, and it's skated off by WGW. Skating it off to center ice was Stewart. He was broken up by Kirk. Bounces to Kirk. Wheels at center. Kirk over the right side. Over the line to Beckwith. Beckwith through the face-off circle. Goes deep. Cleared it right through the slot. Nobody home. Oh, Martin with a drive from the left point. It went wide. He has a great shot. Kirk steals. Kirk over the line with Hansen. Kirk goes wide. Kirk cuts in. Kirk shoots. Robertson with a save. He lost sight of the puck. Kirk got it. Centering pass. Card fanned on it. Now it comes to the near wall, and Gurney just ducks it out to center. 10:45 left in the second period. 2-zip. Messalonskee over WGW. And we got a whistle.
I think that one was lifted up out of play.
All right, out of play it goes. Stoppage here, 10:42. Let's reset things for you. Brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at MidstateUSA.com. Kirk and Hansen, the goals in the first half for Messo. They outshot WGW 18-4. Nothing so far here in the second. Our recap brought to you by Midstate Machine. That one rolls right on Robertson, and Robertson covers. That's game reset that is brought to you by Midstate Machine. Doucette on the draw with McFadden right at the top of the circle, ready to fire it. Doesn't get it, though. Does now from Card, and that got deflected wide. Jumping out there to deflect it was White. Off the boards, Gould with it. Austin Gould for WGW. Gains the red line, fires it in diagonally into the right wing corner. McFadden swept it around. Smart play. Over to Pody. Pody, nice lead pass for Colby Hardy. Couldn't handle. And back in his own zone now, Landon Getchell. Getchell clears it up to neutral ice. Jumping on it for Messo is Hardy. Back to Card. Card, a wrister. That got deflected high and wide. Off the boards, back to McFadden. McFadden at the point. Over to Pody. Pody drops it side of the circle. Now back to Pody. Pody with a wrister. That, I think, got the skates of Robertson, and he deflected it wide. He sure looks confident in goal. In front, Card goes in, and a save by Robertson. Doucette with the pass there. He would have been better off to shoot that puck. There's a shot right off the body of Robertson, and Card flipped it back, and McFadden has to retreat to get it. Messo's going to get a change here, so the defensemen are going to have to rag it here, and Pody does. Pody off the bench to Barron. Barron over the line, stops, good cut there. Now with Beckwith, Barron goes to the middle. Barron, we've got a delayed penalty coming up here on WGW. Hallie didn't see it and got a late start to the bench. Doesn't matter because WGW touched up.
I think it could be either a hook there, I believe, as we see the replay.
Something like that.
Show it to you one more time while we wait for the announcement.
So it's Donnie Gurney going out. Gurney goes out at 5:40. And we'll wait for John Del Judas to announce it. Face off to the right of Robertson. Hansen has the puck, back to the point to Kirk, slides it over to Pody, right point. Back to Hansen, or check that, back to Kirk, right point, or left point. Left is left, right is right. Back to Pody, top of the circle. Shot deflected to the corner there by Salmon Vigu. Now it's Card. Card in deep, hit the post or the side of the net. He cherry-picked it, went high glove side. It either hit the post or the side of the net. All right, down low, Hansen. Hansen circles to the top. Not in the slot. That's a high slot. Drops it back to Pody. Pody wheels it up, shoots. It never got through. Rebound. Oh, Card missed an open net. Wide open net, and he missed it.
That Card had two great chances. They get a deflection as one of the WGW defenders loses a stick.
1:10 left on Gurney's penalty. Back to the point. Kirk over to Pody. Pody deflected by a stick of WGW. It was Gavin White who deflected it wide. Getting the puck back is Card. Back to Pody. Pody trying to go around Vigu. Vigu almost held him there. In front, loose on the doorstep, and another one for Garrett Card after Hansen couldn't get a stick on it, and it went wide. Kirk walks in. Kirk shoots. It's blocked right there, loose, and Martin missed it as it was really going fast, and he didn't get his stick on it in time. Over the line now, it's Remington Lamoureux. Here's Card using his speed. Card in alone, and he shot it high and wide. Garrett Card's had, 5 chances on this power play?
Yeah, take a look at this last one because it comes with a great stick lift as you're going to see this squirt out here, Mike. And I think you're right. We'll see on the replay. I think that went high and wide, and if that's the case, Messo, despite all of these chances, hasn't officially gotten a shot on goal for this power play.
Shout out to our friend Blair as well, who's homesick watching tonight on the stream, says it looks absolutely fabulous. Blair, hope you get better soon, my friend.
We're here to serve. That's what
20
Mike tells
seconds
me.
left. Exactly right. We're here to serve always on the power play, on the penalty on Donnie Gurney. One last opportunity here. Right through the crease it goes. And Young able to turn and clear it all the way down, and that'll kill it off.
What is excellent. I mean, there were chances there for Messo, but how about
Plenty.
holding firm for WGW?
Yep. Hey, it's still just 2-0. The last time these two teams played, I think we were at 8-0 by this point. An opportunity here kept in by Messo, Christian Salvadori. Salvadori flips it up and over the net. Kirk, as the buzzing continues by Messalonskee. And this one over everything and out of play with 7:08. We're more than halfway through this game.
Look where this puck landed, Mike. If you could see that. Between the buzzers right there, there's a little...
yes.
Great shot by
the lights.
Sean there, yeah.
Yep, the lights.
Yeah.
Yep, the lights that either indicate a goal back in the day when we had goal judges. I don't even know if they go on anymore when you score. Back in the day, we used to have guys sitting behind the net with a plug, ready to plug it in when a goal was scored.
Oh, all right.
They don't have that anymore.
No.
They're not manned or womaned anymore. We used to have goal judges behind the net back in the day. Martin back at the right point, kept it in. Up on the dasher, White brought it down. Scoots back out, back to Martin. Look out. Martin tees it up. It's blocked, and it's deflected all the way to the Messalonskee line. Back to get it, Bjorn Brickett, the senior defenseman. Brickett, pass over Martin's stick, but right there to collect was Barron. Barron almost sends away Beckwith, and he does. Alex Beckwith makes a move. Alex Beckwith around Wastella. Shot, and it hit the side of the net. Alex Beckwith got too deep. He beat Wastella. Keeping it in now is Salvadori. Salvadori to Barron, almost lost an edge there. Managed to get it up. Beckwith right through the crease. Clearing it is Young. He can't get it out. Now trying to get it out is Gavin White, and he finally does to the Messalonskee line to Denny Martin. Martin over to Brickett. 6:10 to go in the second. 2-0 Messalonskee. Both of their goals in the first period. Here's Gurney. Gurney leaves it behind for Young. Young steered away from him by Hardy. Now back by Young. in the Meso zone, and WGW will change on the fly all the way up to Card. This will be icing on Messalonskee, and they'll bring it back and face it off in the Meso zone. 5:51 to go in the second. 2-0 Messalonskee.
Messo's had some really good chance, especially on that power play, because WGW has struggled to get it out of their zone. But combination, I think, of Robertson again, but also I think the Tigers have done a very nice job this period of putting sticks in passing lanes.
Indeed. All right, off the draw. Kept in the zone by the WGW Tigers. A shot there by Remington. Lamoureux, open net, and Gurney. It might have been deflected. Gurney from about 15 feet missed it, and again, it might have been deflected. Back it goes in the WGW zone. Knocked in by Hardy around the net. First one on it is Nagy. Nagy left it there for Austin Gould. Gould chased on the play and run down by Tatum Doucette. Around the boards on the other side, it's Getchell. Can't get it by Pody at the point. Shot, glove save by Noah Robertson. By the way, did you see the Texans beat the Browns 45-14 in Game 1 today? I predicted, my unfearless prediction was 100-0 in favor of Houston, and the Texans almost got half as many points as I said they would. By the way, who'd you have money on in that game?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Thanks,
Want
Mike.
to put that out there?
Appreciate it.
Put that out there. Would you lose $5? Last of the big spenders. That's for sure. All right, Messalonskee keeping it in, now breaking up the play. Austin Gould. Gould at center, but he's 1-on-3. That's not good odds. Worse odds than AJ had on that Cleveland-Houston game. Here's Beckwith back up the boards, cleared it out to center. And Wastella hustles and beats Kirk to the puck, wraps it around the boards and all the way out to center, knocked down there by Pody. Pody backhands it in and back to fetch. Landon Getchell for WGW. Getchell from Gardner. This WGW team from Waterville, Gardner, and Winslow. Back in the Meso zone, McFadden over to Pody. Pody up the boards, missed Hansen. Picked up, though, at center by Salvadori. Salvadori goes in. Wastella took it away, and he fired it out of the zone. Back Pody. Pody forechecked by Peyton Young. Lost it on the stick handle. Martin over there to get it. Back over to Pody. Pody and Martin back up to Barron now. Barron at center. Headmans the pass, and Beckwith couldn't do anything with it. Back in front of the WGW bench, Casey Johnson wanted a penalty cleared in by Meso. No icing. Wastella around the boards, cleared it up. Martin on neutral ice, back to his own line. Martin's pass behind Barron. This will be icing on Meso with 3:49 to go in a quickly played second period.
Yeah, the WGW wanted a call there. Barron and I believe it was, I think it was Wastella got tangled up and then both hit the ice. And there you see Sean getting a shot here, giving an explanation there. I think it was inadvertent, kind of out of the periphery that I saw it, but
yeah,
he's getting the explanation there. Obviously, there was no whistle.
Face off to the left here of Hunter Halley, who's had a very light period.
No shots on goal for...
Like I said, a very light period. Gurney wins the face-off against Salvadori. Kept in by the Tigers. Deep, it's Brickett. Off the boards to Beckwith. Little touch pass to Barron. Barron at least able to get it out. Beckwith now ahead on the left wing side for Salvadori. Icing, he hadn't gained the red line.
Just not a sharp Messalonskee team. I think the power play, that just whole 2-minute stanza was a prime example, right? You're not going to cash in on all of those, but when you get that many opportunities, that puck finding its way across the crease to you with an open net, Garrett Card specifically had about 3 or 4, like you said. They're just not sharp tonight.
Face off to the right of Hunter Halley, Donnie Gertie, Tatum Doucette on the draw. It is won by Meso. Card skated it out. He and Hardy get to center, and a hand pass is called. And so that blows the play dead. It's on Meso. Excuse me, it's on WGW, so it's back in the Tiger zone to the right of sophomore goalkeeper Noah Robertson from Waterville.
He's played a heck of a game, Mike.
He has played superbly. I like what I've seen from him. Very poised.
25 saves already.
All right, puck deflects off the draw all the way back into the Messalonskee zone. Martin back to get it. Bottom of the circle in his own end. Off the dasher, over to Brickett. Goes back to Martin. because he was about to be forechecked. Martin jumps over and grabs it. Headman pass. Here is Card, it is Card. Card scores! Garrett Card flashing that great speed, and a great pass by Denny Martin, threading the needle, hitting Card, breaking just before the blue line. He went in, and he beat Robertson, I believe, on the stick side. It happened lickety-split, and it's Messalonskee 3 and WGW nothing.
Yeah, and Card had a breakaway earlier where he didn't hit anything. He got it up and over the cage. That time he finally cashes in, keeps it lower, goes stick side for the third goal.
So Martin will get an assist. Brickett may as well. We'll wait on the announcement. Here it is. Here's a shot by Kirk. It's blocked. Yep, Brickett does get an assist as play continues in the offensive zone for Messalonskee. Cleared out by WGW. It's Pody now at his own line. Pody cleared it up left wing side. Sliding it in now is Beckwith. Beckwith rolls all the way around the boards. Pody comes up, pinches, and kept it in. Wastella couldn't clear it out. It's back deeper in the zone. Beckwith curls it around the boards. Wastella will try it again. It's blocked there by Kirk. Kirk walks in, scores! And it's 4-0 just like that. Card and Kirk have scored twice here in the space. Let's see. 12:38 in the space of 57 seconds.
Yeah, that one, Kirk able to grab that one, and then nobody stops him, and he just skates right at Robertson, and that's not a matchup most goalies are going to win against the senior.
So Messalonskee has doubled their lead here in the space of 57 seconds. Kirk with the goal. Here's the announcement. Unassisted goal for Kirk. Here's Barron with a shot and a save by Robertson. So Kirk's goal unassisted at 12:38.
The announcement gave a helper to Hansen.
On the Kirk goal?
Yeah.
I thought he said unassisted.
No, number 8, Tyler Hansen.
Okay, my bad.
That's the first goal that Bjorn hasn't assisted on.
Yeah, he's got 3 points tonight. Right point, Pody. Shot blocked. Kept in by Pody. Pody at the right point. 2 minutes left in the second period. Slides one up. Robertson with a save, and the rebound, a bouncer on him. And Robertson grabbed that too. And we'll get a face-off here with 1:59 left in the second period.
Even still with that, I believe 27 total saves now for Robertson. Unofficially, we'll tally him up at the intermission.
Off the draw, back to the point. Martin slides it, kicked out, rebound, score by Garrett Card. And there's nothing Robertson can do there. He made the initial save. It was a juicy rebound, but no defenseman anywhere near Garrett Card. And Card gets his second goal in just over a minute. And it's 5-0 Messalonskee. That comes at 13:07. So his 2 goals, 42 within 49 seconds of one another.
Rains and pours, I guess.
Check that. That's a mistake. Within a minute and 26 seconds.
Number 12, Garrett Card, with an assist to number 14, Colby Hardy, and number 11, Denny Martin.
So Hardy and Martin, the assists on the Card goal to make it 5-0. Time of the goal, 13:07. So Card at 11:41, Kirk at 12:48, 57 seconds between those goals. And then Card again at 13:07, a minute 26 between his 2 goals. And all of a sudden, in no time at all, it's 5-0.
I mean, Messalonskee's had opportunities. They just weren't sharp, like we said.
That is offsides.
I agree.
And Messalonskee will clear, so they let it go. McFadden at his own line, up to Kirk. Kirk comes away with it. Kirk shoots, scores. All of a sudden, the floodgates are open. It is 6-0 Messalonskee. Owen Kirk with his second in a matter of about a minute.
And he's got the hat trick.
Correct. And the time of that one will be 13:44. So his goals, 1 minute and 6 seconds apart. So it's 6-love. And this second period can't end enough for Casey Johnson and the WGW Tigers. Here's the announcement on the Kirk goal.
With an assist to number 22, Leanne McFadden. And number 16, Grayson Pody. Time of the goal, 13.
So McFadden and Pody with the assists on the hat trick goal. 1 minute to go, less than a minute to go now in the period, and it's 6-0 Meso. Right point, Pody slides it up. It rolls by on the short side. Off the dasher, trying to clear it out now, Austin Gould. They do get it out, and jumping on it, Gurney. He's 2-on-1 now with Stewart. Gurney goes in. Gurney feeds it in front, and Stewart slid it wide.
Great opportunity there. He just wait too long to make the move.
In the Meso zone, Gurney forechecking, kept it in. Short side, he's turned back. Lost an edge there. No tripping. He simply lost an edge, and skating it out now is Pody. Pody ahead now to Grady Tibbetts in the game. Good job there to lift the stick by Asher Nagy on Grayson Pody. 10 seconds left in the period. Dennis Martin getting some of his third line people out there for the first time tonight. Parker Grant, number 23 in the game. Also Seth Hansen in the game, and that is it for the second period. So a flurry by the Messalonskee Eagles as they score 4 goals in the space of 2 minutes and 3 seconds and bump what was a 2-0 lead up to 6-0 at the end of 2. We are about to hit our second period intermission. It's presented by Hammond Lumber Company. The score at the end of 2 from Jack Kelly Rink at Colby College in Waterville. The Messalonskee Eagles 6, the WGW Tigers nothing. You're watching and listening to high school hockey on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England, plus a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight back here at Jack Kelly Rink at Colby College in Waterville, along with our score crew of Ryan Bell and Sean Packard between the second and third period. Our second period intermission is presented by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations, your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Pretty quiet period for 11 minutes and 40 seconds. And then at the 11:41 mark, well, it was like a fire drill after that. It was like a boat race after that, and Messalonskee won the boat race. The Eagles scored 4 goals in the span of 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and it started with Garrett Card scoring on a breakaway. You just saw it right there. That made it 3-0, and then after that, Owen Kirk scored his second goal of the game. That came at 12:38. That came off an assist from Tyler Hansen. That made it 4-0, but the Eagles were not done. 29 seconds later, Garrett Card scored his second goal in a span of 1:26 from Hardy and Martin. That made it 5-0. But wait, there's more. Here's Owen Kirk scoring at 13:44, as you'll see here coming up from McFadden and Pody on this one, and it's 6-0 just like that. Shots in the second period, a shutout for Messalonskee. The Eagles had 16 shots, none for WGW. 2 period totals, 34 for Messalonskee and 4 for WGW. WGW has hit one of our keys of the game right on the head so far, though. They haven't committed a penalty, so they haven't.
They have won.
Oh, they do? All right, and they killed it.
Yeah, they did. And which is
that's right, Gurney. My bad.
That's where it started. Is Card specifically seemed to have like 4 just absolutely stellar opportunities where it just slid to him and he was standing right there and it just was rolling, or he missed it. He had a breakaway where him on Robertson, and it just lifted and went straight up into the netting. And it was like, man, just Messalonskee just doesn't seem to have the A game tonight. And then all of a sudden you get a 4-goal flurry, and you're like, well, that's why everyone's picking them to win KVAC North.
Yeah, so Class B North. So Gurney at 5:40, and that penalty was killed by WGW. And really it was 6 minutes after that, 6 minutes after that, when the floodgates opened up. Card, Kirk, Card, and Kirk. Stop me if there's a trend there. Card, Kirk, Card, and Kirk now with a hattie on the night as he scored in the first period for Messalonskee. So the Eagles, after not playing all that great for about a period and 2/3, finally decided to crack the whip. Maybe Dennis Martin had some magic words to say, and they got themselves in gear.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised they came out flat. I wonder, I expected them after the game against Lewiston, where I feel like Lewiston just physically took them out of their game. They pushed them around, and then I think Messalonskee tried to play more physical with Lewiston, and it bit them. They got called for whistles 8 different times, and they just got completely taken out of the game. And so I figured them to come out with some fire, but maybe it was kind of the opposite. You beat a team 14-1 earlier in the season, kind of feels like a get-right game, and so you don't take them seriously.
Right.
But, man, they have felt flat for most of tonight, minus a few flurries, and then this last flurry, as we just showed you the goals from the second period over the course of, 2 minutes, like you said, they finally put 4 in, and it feels like they're playing up to their potential.
So they got right in the final 3:19. Everything got right in the final 3:19. Card on a breakaway. Kirk, Card, and Kirk to close out the scoring to make it 6-0. 4 goals in the period. Again, the shots in the period, 16 for Messalonskee, a 2-period total of 34. None for WGW, a 2-period total of 4. Let's show you what's coming up here on the score, which includes a doubleheader of high school basketball on Monday night, as the Skowhegan Riverhawks will be in Fairfield to take on the Lawrence Bulldogs. Game time is 5 o'clock. The girls go first. The boys go second at 6:30. Then that Nokomis-Lawrence game, we've decided to make a change on that game. We are going to go out to Erskine Academy to see the Erskine Academy Eagles. Did I not tell you that, Ryan? I'm sorry.
You did.
All right, forget about it. See? Well,
there's time, right? That's next Friday. We got time.
You're only as strong as your weakest link. That's all I have to say about that. So it's Belfast at Erskine Academy Boys Friday night at 6:30. We owe Erskine Academy and Matt Barry a game, so we'll give it to them. And then Monday, is that Monday? Is that
no, Saturday?
That's Saturday. All right, Saturday. It's John Babst at Coney and that is high school hockey. And if you wait a second, I can tell you what time that game is because I can't commit. I don't have that committed to memory. So let's see. That is at 5:30. That'll be at the Ice Vaults.
Yeah, and if you're wondering,
Augusta.
man, there's a weird gap there between
Right.
Monday and Friday. I thought the same thing. Midterms.
So the kids are going to shut off the sports for 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and turn their brains on and make their brains as big as they can, and they're all going to pass their midterms.
So they can remember all this stuff that we clearly are struggling with this evening.
Yeah, they don't need Prevagen yet. I need Prevagen. They don't need Prevagen. Our second period intermission has been brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Hammond Lumber, your building project partner. It's 6-0 Messalonskee as we go to the third against WGW. Third period action next on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome to Sparkling Ice. All right, team, another fruitful day at Sparkling Ice. Orange mango, how's it looking?
Big and orange.
Poetry. Vitamins and antioxidants, talk to me. Hi. Good talk. Strawberry lemonade, how is it flowing?
We have achieved Class 5 flavor rapids!
Love it. Bottle it. Sparkling Ice, anything but subtle.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan. When it comes to your family's winter safety, 201 Tire Battery and Service and Nokian Tires has your back with a Hakkapeliitta R5. These Nokians are pure safety, offering comfort plus increased range for electric vehicles and hybrids. Get your Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust, Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Your safety team is Nokian Tires and 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen today. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, the Score crew. We're all back here live at Jack Kelly Rink at Colby College in Waterville. Ready to go to the third period. Messalonskee Eagles, thanks to a barrage of goals late in the second period, now have a 6-0 lead. They've outshot WGW by a count of 34-4 here through two.
Is this the part, Mike, as they get ready to set up for this face-off? Because you keep bringing up, and I very much appreciate it, obviously, my Cleveland Browns bet. But let's we reveal our wild card picks. We got six winners. Who you got?
Well, I already picked Houston to win.
Right.
I will and am picking Kansas City, of course, to win. The
Samesies.
Dolphins may as well have just stayed in Miami and forfeited the game. They have no chance to
not
win.
have to deal with that wind chill.
Right. Tomorrow we've got
Dallas, Green Bay, and
I'm picking Green Bay to upset Dallas, and Mike McCarthy will then get fired, and Bill Belichick will be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. That's my pick.
If that happens,
That's my upset special this weekend.
Okay.
Green Bay over Kansas City. Over Dallas.
Cowboys by a mile. But if that happens, I'm with you. Belichick in Dallas.
Yeah, because McCarthy will definitely get canned if they lose in the first round of the playoffs. He might get canned if they lose in the second round of the playoffs.
Yes.
But if they go out in the first, bye-bye. All right, headman pass, breaking out Tyler Hansen, but pass a little too far ahead of him, and Landon Getchell. He got it back, though, centered it, and it was skated off by WGW. Left point, McFadden flipped it up. It comes down to White. I think we're going to get a high stick. We are. It's a violation, not a penalty. So, all right, so I've got Dallas being upset by Green Bay. The other game, Pittsburgh and Buffalo got moved to Monday.
That's Monday with Philly and Tampa.
We've also got who else tomorrow?
What's the other AFC game?
Hold on, I got it right here on my phone. La-dee-dee. The Rams and the Lions tomorrow night.
L.A.
You like L.A., huh?
Like
Off
LA.
the face-off, a shot by Beckwith and a save. And again, we're just picking winners here.
L.A. in a shootout.
It's going to be a shootout. I just think Detroit is going to win. So I'll go with the Lions in that one. And then we've got Buffalo and Pittsburgh now Monday because of the blizzard in western New York. And that, I'm definitely going with the Bills in that one.
I agree.
The Bills will win that. And then the Eagles and Tampa Bay.
Oh, I thought you were picking Philly.
Is there a team more in trouble in the NFL playoffs than the Philadelphia Eagles?
Is there a team that's been playing worse football over the last
What
month
have they
than the
lost,
Eagles?
4 of 5?
4 of their last 5, I
They were
believe.
10-1?
Yeah, and they were double-digit favorites against the Giants. They were 14-point favorites against the Cardinals. They lost to the Cardinals. They got blown out by the Giants.
Here's Hansen in a backhander. It's blocked. Good play there by Wastella.
Woo! Look out!
That hit the stanchion at the top of the glass and then ended up in the crowd. No harm, no foul from what we can see. So, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, I predict a playoff win for Baker Mayfield.
I got Tampa too. A nice job here by the fans. That kid ended up with the pucks.
All right, little souvenir.
Love it. Yeah, I got Tampa. I'm with you. Tampa in an ugly game.
Yeah, and so, all right, shot by Martin will end up in the twine. So if Philly goes out, I have a friend, Rob, who is my sports brother who lives outside of Philadelphia now, but he's from Newport, Maine.
Yeah.
Or somewhere up there, who has been listening to the Philadelphia talk shows, which have been crazy. So does Nick Sirianni get fired if they lose 1 year after bringing them to the Super Bowl?
I think there's a chance, actually, and I think there's specifically precedent in Philadelphia itself.
Almost a breakaway here, sending out Colby Hardy. Back to get it is Nagy. Nagy around the boards for Gavin White. White couldn't clear, kept in by Messo. Shot wide on the glove side there of the left-handed Noah Robertson. Messalonskee with some pressure here. Garrett Card. Card drops it back to the point. To Bjorn Brickett. Now Card with it again. Card just sort of slips it down low. It goes back to Martin. Now wheeling around is Colby Hardy. A shot from the point. It's blocked. Gurney clears it just enough to get it out of the zone. Gavin White missed it. Now Card with it. Card over the line, shoots it, goes high and wide on the blocker's side, and Messalonskee will get a change. So I tuned in to some of the Philly talk shows after I got off the air on Friday, And you would think the Eagles went 0-17 this year. It was hilarious.
I mean, they melted down.
They make a Boston sports fan sound,
Yes.
normal.
Yes.
It's unbelievable, of course. And as somebody pointed out, the city that once booed Santa Claus, so famous for booing Santa Claus, some Philly talk show hosted right now, not only would we boo Santa Claus, we would boo Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer if he were here too. Too funny. You got to love the misery of sports fans, huh? Back to Wastella, high, and did that go outside?
Yeah, I think that hit
Yep,
netting.
it did hit netting, so we'll have another face-off. And he's not wrong about that. 7-0 Kansas City over Miami with 3.5 to go in the first quarter.
What was the final wind chill tally there?
I can check that right now for you. Let me get the score Doppler
27
up.
says Ryan
27
Bell.
below. Thank you. Score
gosh.
Doppler in effect tonight.
Ryan Bell, not just a great graphic maker, a great weatherman.
Right. Well, anybody can be one, right? This should be a penalty on WGW.
I'll show you the
And
replay
it
as they
is.
stack up the offense here and pull
Hunter
Halley.
Halley running off for the extra attacker. Over the line, the shot by Kirk. Save, rebound by Beckwith, and finally WGW touching up, and a penalty called on the Tigers.
Yeah, easy one there. We had the replay there, so you just get the hook in the skates, basically.
Austin Gould out for a hook. He goes out at 3:26. 27 below.
That's crazy. And as Mike already showed all the staff out there between periods, there's some knucklehead there without a shirt on.
He has to have had a beer or two.
Something.
Or some other indulgence. Right point, Pody. Pody in a screen, blocked. Right in front, the puck poked wide there by Hansen on the backhand. Now Kirk blasts it, and it's off the side of the net. Picked up by Beckwith. Beckwith cleared it out behind, or between that is the point men. Kirk, fourth forward out there with Pody for Dennis Martin. And back to get it is Owen Kirk. Kirk up the right side to Card. Card over the line to Martin. Martin side of the circle. Martin coasting in, drops it over to the left point to Pody. Pody back to Martin, top of the circle. Martin drop pass for Kirk. Shot, easy save there for Robertson. The rebound to Kirk, tries to poke it in. It goes in front. Card shoots and he missed. He had a great chance for a fourth goal and he missed it. Card drops it for Pody. Pody shoots, it's blocked, and it goes into the twine, and play is stopped with 10:26 left in the third. It's 6-0 Messalonskee.
Card has had double-digit golden opportunities tonight. He's cashed in. He's got 2 on the night. He's cashed in, but he's had about at least 5 others, but it feels like double-digit in totality.
Face off to the right of Robertson. Kirk, top of the left wing circle. Side of the circle now, walking in is Beckwith. Beckwith took a shot. It never got through. Doucette goes back to the point. Logan Barron is manning it there. Barron goes in, shoots it wide, stick side. Off the dasher to Beckwith. Now to Doucette. Doucette tries to go back to Kirk. Kirk has it. Kirk goes low on the backhand, flips it up high and wide. Far side, Beckwith couldn't keep it in at the point. 30 seconds left. On the man advantage here for Messalonskee. Doucette over the line. Drops it to the middle. Beckwith waited too long to shoot. A lost stick there as Landon Getzel's stick slid to the corner. He goes over and gets it. Meanwhile, his teammate clearing it out of the zone, Gavin White's back over the line, or trying to, is Kirk. He was intercepted there by White. Cleared out now. 5 seconds left on the penalty. And Bjorn Brickett back in his own zone. Both teams will change on the go, and out of the box now is Gould. We're back to 5-on-5. Over the line, Hansen with a head of steam. He shot it wide. Beckwith rebound. He missed it. And it's flipped out to center. Brickett with it there. 6-0 Messo. Up to Martin. Martin let it go to Beckwith. Beckwith clears it in. Hansen now top of the circle. Shoots, glove save. Boy, Robertson really sure of himself. I love the way he stands right there and faces all comers. He is a really good, aggressive goalkeeper?
I don't know because I didn't think about noting it while we played through the goals, but I'd be curious. His glove seems excellent. I'm curious, going back to the replays after the game, if he's gotten beat stick side. Like the second card one, as you pointed out, he slid all the way to the right. It comes left. There's nothing he can do.
All right, a race for it. It's McFadden, the race with Lamoureux, and McFadden able to poke it to the corner. Side of the circle there, WGW trying to get some pressure on. Out of the circle there is Gurney. Shot was deflected wide. To the far corner it goes to Martin. Martin can't get it out by Nagy at the point. Nagy slides it down low. McFadden with it there. McFadden, it's deflected, but it makes its way out of the zone. Over the line now, it's Grady Tibbetts. Tibbetts had it taken away from him by Asher Nagy. Now in the game for Messalonskee is Connor Muschereau, a freshman wearing number 28, getting his first ice time in any game that we've seen this year as Dennis Martin goes deeper down the bench. Denny Martin has it there. Denny cuts inside. Backhander on the stick handle. Goes in. Shot deflected wide. Picked off the boards by Lambert. Lambert backhands it up and out. McFadden stops it at the red line. It slides back, and there with it now, Seth Hansen. Denny Martin over to McFadden. McFadden gains the red line, wraps it in. Messa will change up 5 for 5. 7:45 left in this one, 6-0 Messalonskee. At the line for WGW, it's Nagy. Slid it up, and Pody with it now for Messalonskee. Pody up the boards. Beckwith whirls it around the dasher. It takes a funny bounce off the back, hits the net. Now Nagy with it. Nagy headman pass to Gurney, but sweeping back into the play to break it up was Pody. Pody checked by Gurney, but not enough for Pody to slow down. Pody sends it out. Pass ahead for Beckwith, not icing. In the near corner, Beckwith fights for it there. Kirk walks out of the corner. Shot and a blocker save. You might have been able to hear it hit the blocker. In front, shot by Hansen. There's another save. That one on the pad. And we got a whistle. Nets off its moorings. With 6:58 left in this one. Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College of Auburn. With over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from, find your passion at cmcc.edu.
Unfortunately for WGW, one of the keys to the game, right, was don't give up extra man opportunities. They've done that. 2 penalties, a pretty clean game, only 3 whistles total. They've kept Messalonskee 0 for 2. Problem is they've only got 4 shots on goal, and they were all in the first period.
Yeah, popgun offense, just not enough, and it was reflected in the stats. Martin is right in front, and an easy one for Kirk, and that's now 4 for Owen Kirk. Martin's shot was stopped by Robertson, but again, a pretty juicy rebound, and without much help from his defense corps, an easy goal there for Kirk.
Yeah, you see on the replay, that comes right out to Kirk. Robertson slid way out. He can't do anything about it. He can't.
Time of the goal, 8:11. And we'll wait for the announcement on the assists. So Kirk at 8:11 on a wide open net.
Getting an explanation. Sean getting a shot here, Mike.
One of the officials talking to Casey Johnson.
Yeah, some kind of explanation.
They haven't put that 7th goal up yet. They will. Off the draw, back in the WGW zone. Landon Getchell. Up off the boards to Young. It didn't connect, and Martin steals it. Martin right point, rolls it down low. Wastella there. Wastella up the far side, kept in by Brickett. Brickett a shot right in the breadbasket, and a save by Robertson. Here it is.
Scored by number 5, Owen Kirk, with an assist to number 11, Denny Martin, and number 8, Tyler Hansen.
Martin and Hansen on the assists.
They both have 2 helpers now, and Hansen had a goal already. He had one of the 2 in the
Kirk
first.
With 4. Martin at the point, slides it down the boards to Hardy. Hardy centers it, nobody in the slot. All the way back to Brickett. Brickett right point. Brickett shoots, and Robertson missed that one. Looked like it went right through his glove.
And I think it hit the top crossbar.
Yeah, it must have just skimmed it because I didn't hear any sound there. Bottom line for Robertson, it didn't go in the nets. Martin misses it at the left point, has to retreat. Back to his own line, clears it up, stopped there by Lambert. Lambert gave it right away, walking in his card, and there's that glove again. Noah Robertson has a flashy glove.
Yeah, I got an explanation from Ryan there, Mike, on that one before. I think he got low under it, so it came out of the top of his glove and caught the crossbar on the way by.
Okay.
That's why you didn't hear it either, because he got a piece of it.
Like a rock skimming off a pond.
Yes. His glove is good, though. It's quick.
He's got a good glove. Wicked good. All right, off the draw for Meso, it's Salvadori. Salvadori centers. It's knocked away to the boards. Barron goes to the point. To Pody, back to Barron. Barron in a screen. It was blocked in front there. Good defensive play. Back there for WGW. Now over the line, Beckwith. Beckwith down the slot. Beckwith down low. Backhander, open net, score. Alex Beckwith. And it's 8-0.
That was a really nice. I thought for a second you were going to find yourself in a situation where you say that's one of those ones you should shoot. But a nice give and go here. As you can see, Beckwith dump this off, and I was surprised Barron didn't take this, but nice patience there because Beckwith just has wide open on the backside.
Time of that goal, 9:25, 8-0. All the Meso goals, even strength. And we're getting a change in goal for Messalonskee as Nathan Kirk, the freshman, comes in. We saw Kirk earlier this year play. Big freshman, large goaltender. Fills up a lot of net just with his sheer size. In contrast to Robertson, who's not a big goaltender, over the line for Messalonskee. Connor Mushero, here's the announcement. Salvadori and Pody.
How does it not get Barron? Barron ran the point with him, right?
No idea. So Beckwith from Salvadori and Pody at 9:25. 5 minutes left in this one. Wastella on the boards. Backhands it up and out. Back to get it, Brickett. Brickett at his own line. Brickett, cross-ice pass now for Parker Grant, a freshman. Grant gains the red line, dumps it in. Rolls around the boards. Wastella reverses, hoping to pick up White. White, though, is pegged to the boards by Grant. Instead, the puck ends up all the way down in the Messalonskee zone, and back to get it there is Bjorn Brickett. Checked on the play by Lambert. Up the boards, over the line, Hansen. Hansen to the middle. Hansen goes in. He sweeps it, and it's blocked in front by Asher Nagy and covered by Robertson with 4:26 left in the game.
I tallying up there, Mike, because you're talking about a goalie switch there. I believe unofficially Robertson has 41 saves on the night.
He will sleep well tonight.
Yeah.
After a nice hot shower. In the in the WGW zone, Lambert cleared it out off the boards. Jumping up and bringing it right back in, McFadden, but he's offside. Double dip of basketball Monday night. It's Skowhegan at Lawrence. The girls at 5, the boys at 6:30. Live audio and video at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. Click the notifications bell. Get notifications on when our games are going to begin. And get notifications on when we drop our special features like our score lights and our score player of the game. That is at YouTube at Central Maine Sports.
Find all our social media, too, because, of course, that helps you stay up to date.
It does.
CentralMaineSports.com, all those places for our schedule.
By Kirk, deflects wide. Kirk jumps on the rebound behind the net, centers it. There is Beckwith. Hansen took a poke at it. Now Gurney tries to skate it up, but Martin headed him off at the pass, that's for sure. And here we go. In the zone, it is Hansen. Hansen worked it down low for Beckwith. Back to Hansen in the slot. His shot was deflected to the boards by Lambert. 3 minutes to go. Beckwith walks in front, and did that go in? It did, by Robertson. The 9th goal of the night is scored by Andrew Beckwith, and it's 9-0. And it's appropriate that Beckwith scored the 9th goal because he is, well, number 9. So each of the Beckwith boys has goals here in the period.
And he was just able to squeeze that one 5-hole.
And I believe they've agreed to go running time because the clock is still running. So I can't tell you what the actual time of the goal is. I'll guess that it was like 12:20.
Something like that, I think sounds right.
We'll go with that as the clock runs.
We'll see if they give us one in the announcement.
Andrew Beckwith with the goal, making it a crazy 8-0. Over the line for Messalonskee Hardy. Here's the announcement. Kirk and Hansen on the assist. So Kirk has just lit up the score sheet tonight. He's got 4 goals. I don't know how many assists. There's a center. It's all the way back to the point now to Pody. Pody kicked it ahead. Shot, score! Garrett Card just inside the face-off circle to the right of Robertson. It's 9-0.
10.
Excuse me, it's 10-0.
I got you.
I hadn't written down the 9th goal yet.
Well, they had thrown it up on the scoreboard, so it's not. You weren't the only one.
So Garrett Card scores to make it 10-0 as the clock keeps running.
That also gives him a Hattie.
So we've got 4 for Kirk and 3 for Card. That adds up to 7. That's good.
But it's very good. They missed him against Lewiston.
Yep, they sure did. Parker Grant clears it in. Pody, the assist on the Card goal. 40 seconds to go in this one. Puck in front of the net, and it is skated off by Messalonskee's Seth Hansen. Hansen up the left side to Tibbetts. Tibbetts has it taken away by Nagy. Nagy over the line. Nagy poke checked away. Gurney with it. Gurney winds up, and he got blindsided by Grady Tibbetts. Never got a shot away. Now a backhander is deflected wide. 15 seconds to go. Lamoureux to the far boards. Behind the net, scooped out of there by Seth Hansen. Seth Hansen couldn't get it out by Ewan Barnicoat. Getting a shift here late. And now, over the line, it's Grady Tibbetts, and that is it. So it took a while for the Messalonskee Eagles to get it cranked up here. It took about a period and 2/3 of the second, but boy, did they have a barrage after that, leading 2-0 at that point. They scored 8 straight, and they end up winning it. The final score in this one, the Messalonskee Eagles 10, the WGW Tigers nothing. Our postgame show and our score player of the game coming up on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, and the Score crew back here post-game where the Messalonskee Eagles have just polished off the WGW Tigers by a score of 10-0. It just took a while for them to get going. A slow start. They scored 2 goals in the first period. Now, keep in mind, this is a team that Messalonskee had defeated 14-1 earlier this year. Owen Kirk and Tyler Hansen scored in the first. 2-zip Messo going to the second period, so WGW had to be happy with the way things were at the end of one. They were outshot, though, 18-4. As it turned out, well, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to give away the ending, so I won't spoil it. So it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Way more than 2/3 through the second period when all of a sudden Messalonskee scored 4 goals in a span of 1:26. Card on a breakaway at 11:41. Kirk scored at 12:38. Card again at 13:07. Kirk again at 13:44. All of a sudden 6-0. Shots in the second period, a shutout by Messalonskee. They had 16 shots. WGW had no shots. And in the third period, 4 more goals. Kirk, Beckwith, and Beckwith, both the Beckwith boys had goals in this game. And then Card scored at the 10-minute mark. Shots in the third period, 17-0. So what I was going to say was those 4 shots in the first period by WGW, that was it. They didn't have a shot the rest of the way. They were outshot 51-4. So 2, 4, and 4 for Messalonskee, goal scoring by periods, and 4, the magic number for our score player of the game tonight, Mr. Owen Kirk, who had himself a night. He had 4 goals. What did we have him for? Just 1 assist?
Just 1 assist.
Okay, so 5 points for Owen Kirk, and Owen Kirk is our score player of the game for his 5-point night, 4 goals and 1 assist for the junior forward.
Actually, it's in both games against WGW. He's had 5 points. He had 2 assists, 2 goals and 3 assists, I believe, the first time these teams met. So he likes playing the Tigers.
10 points in 2 games. He sure does. The sight of a Tiger makes him score points, and he scored 5 in the first game, 5 in this one. Doubleheader coming Monday. Lawrence and Skowhegan. Girls start at 5 o'clock. Boys start at 6:30. Both of them, as always, on CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. So that's when we will talk to you again. For Ryan Bell, for Sean Packard, and for AJ Knight. I'm Mike Violet saying good night from Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby College in Waterville. Final score in this one, Messalonskee Eagles 10 and the WGW Tigers nothing.
Thanks for tuning in to The Score. In case you don't want to miss the next one, subscribe, like, and hit the bell to stay informed. This is the place for free local high school sports, The Score. And it's been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore and Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Computer Improvements, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste.